Hi, this is Mabel's Tables, and I had a taste for some peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. So I'm just going to make me a small batch, and I'm just going to share with you how I make a small batch. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use my butter flavor Crisco. You know, this is my go-to for everything. And I'm just going to scoop me a little of this out of here. And I'm going to call that about a quarter cup of butter flavor Crisco. And I'm going to set that to the side, put the top back on it. And I use confectioner's sugar for my sweetener instead of the regular sugar. And I'm going to use a half cup of confectioner's sugar. And I'm sorry, folks, I don't measure. This is what I do. I look at how much I got in my bowl. And to me, that's a half cup. And I'm going to put that back in the bag and seal it back up. I have a fetish with things being sealed. So I'm going to mix that together. That butter flavor Crisco and the confectioner's sugar, mixing it together. Okay. There you go. And I don't like these either, for real, to cook with. I like a regular old spoon. So I'm taking this out. I don't know. It's just things I like. And you like things that you like what you cook with. And I'm going to cream that together. Right there. Now I'm going to put in about 2 more tablespoons of the confectioner's sugar. Just 2 more. That's 1, 2. I don't make it real sweet. I like to taste the peanut butter and all the stuff that's in it. And if you put too much sugar and stuff in it, you won't be able to taste the peanut butter and stuff. So this is what I do right here. I'm going to cream that. See how I'm creaming that together? And a lot of people don't know. So how you make your cookies and you don't put any baking powder or baking soda in it? And I tell people all the time, because I use self-rising flour, and a lot of people don't like using self-rising flour because they think it makes the cookies too salty. But I've been using self-rising flour all my baking life, and I haven't found any problem with it. I make my cakes with it and all, so I don't have any problems with self-rising flour. So now that I got that there, I'm going to put in my peanut butter. This is my peanut butter. I'm going to clean my spoon off by wiping it down. And I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 heaping tablespoons of peanut butter. I like a real peanut butter cookie. I don't like a sad peanut butter cookie. What I mean by sad, you don't know what you're tasting, because it just doesn't taste like peanut butter cookies. They taste sad. So I'm going to mix this together. See how I got that all mixed together? Okay. And now I'm going to do my egg. 1 egg. 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. For half a cup of confectioner's sugar, plus 3 tablespoons, an egg, and we're beating it together. And I'm using my spoon, because this is the way I was taught anyway. We did everything with a spoon. And when it comes together, it's going to look like that. That's what it's looking like. Okay. Now I'm going to taste it. Don't want it too sweet. I'm going to put 1 more tablespoon of confectioner sugar in there. There you go. That should do it. And I'm not adding any more sugar because that's more than enough, a little bit too much if you ask me. And I'm going to put that in. Now what I like to do before I put my flour in, I like to put my chocolate chips in. And these are dark chocolate chips. And I keep everything in a bag. I explained that to you before. I'm kind of halfway OCD and halfway crazy. So this is what I do. I put 2 hands full. And I guess 2 hands full to start with. And see, I'm going to tell you, put a cup. I'm making more than a little chocolate, peanut butter chocolate chip because I'm adding more stuff. And I'm going to put, see this top on this vanilla flavor? I'm just going to put 1 top in there because I don't want it to take away the flavor from the peanut butter. That's it. I don't want it to take away the flavor from the peanut butter. So I got it there. That's just my oven letting me know it's ready. And I'm going to put that back there. And I'm going to stir this up real good. The chips are already in there. Okay. Peanut butter chocolate chip. I'm going to stir that up real good. I'm going to move that to the side. That's a little water in case I need it. But normally I don't need a little water. So what I'm going to do now is take my spoon out of here, clean it off like this, and take my towel, and I'm going to wipe my spoon down. Okay. And I'm going to take my self-rising flour. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heaping tablespoonful of self-rising flour into my mixture. And I'm going to stir it real well. And I'm not using brown sugar because I have the peanut butter in here. Some people put brown sugar in here, but I'm not putting brown sugar in mine because the peanut butter is going to make it taste really good. I don't want anything to take away from the peanut butter flavor. Okay? And this is what it looks like. That's just what it's beginning to look like. And I'm going to stir a little more. There you go. I got it all stirred up the way I want it. And this is what I want right here, that consistency. So now I'm going to take my towel and wash this down. Cover my flour back up. Put it to the side. Put my dirty utensil in the sink. Wipe my counter down. Okay, I went to the sink and washed my towel back off, and I'm wiping my counter down because now I'm going to put my cookies on my tray so I can put them in the oven. And I've got used some parchment paper on my tray. I have parchment paper and I sprayed it lightly with some cooking oil. And I get my cooking oil in the spray from Aldi's. So now this is what I'm going to do. Got everything in place. And this is what I like to do. I like to roll them like this. There's no rhyme or reason. You make them as big and as little as you want. So this is how I'm doing mine, like this. And they're going to spread, believe me, they're going to spread and be some good cookies. So I'm rolling these. And no rhyme or reason. Now, if you want to be perfect, get you a miniature ice cream scoop or ice cream scoop to the size that you want your cookies to be, and use an ice cream scoop to do this. But I've been rolling cookies for my kids for years, and I have no intentions of getting the ice cream scoop. That's not the way I do it, never have, so that's it for me. And I want to thank you so very much for looking at me make these cookies. And I hope that you make you a batch of these cookies. It's so easy. I don't go on any rhyme or reason because cooking is hard enough. And then when you try to go to start at 100,000 things and do this, do that, and got to have this and that, a lot of people get out of not cooking. So we got to be careful how we teach people how to do things. We were taught to do things clean, neat, and make it so somebody would want to eat it. That was all the requirements in my home. And a lot of people say, oh, your grandmama didn't fuss at you about messing up. Yeah, if you messed it up, you ate it up. That's the way we were taught. If you messed up a dinner, it was yours. You had to eat it. So we didn't mess up a lot of stuff because, you know, some things you mess up, you don't want to eat that stuff. So, no, we didn't do that because you had to eat it. Grandma used to say, there's nothing that we want to throw away. Nothing. You don't want to throw away not a thing. So, and you see this came out just enough. I'm trying to add to another one of my small, here you go, small one. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. So, and I got exactly 12 out of that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get me a fork and I'll be right back. Okay, now with my fork, I'm going to dip it in this water. I got a cup of water right here. I got a cup of water right there, and I'm going to dip it in there. And I'm going to press it down and come on this side and press it. Put the crimpings in it. And it's going to spread out anyway. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. There you go. And you just crimp it anywhere you want it. There you go. And I'm sorry for clinking the cup, but when I put my fork down in there, I just hit it like that, snap it. Try not to hit it. And this is what I do with my cookies here. Put the indentation on them. And this is small. I should have added something to that one, but that's fine. And I usually go around the edges and try to make the edges. That's when I'm having company. But if this is just for me, I don't try to clean up the edges. I really don't. But when you're having company, you try to present your best. Okay. Gotta put my spoon in, my fork in the water. Wipe my station down to make sure it's clean. And I'm going to put these in the oven, and I'll be back to you as soon as they are ready. All right, I cooked these cookies at 350 degrees in the oven for 9 to 12 minutes, depends on how crispy you want them to be. And this is what they look like. Now, this pan is kind of hot, so I'm tilting it so you can see what it looked like. What I did was took a little confectionery sugar just in my hand and just dumped it a little bit, sprinkle a little bit on each cookie. What we're going to do now is pull the cookie off and put it on this tray. I put my tray in the freezer, so when I pull my cookie off, it will automatically cool it down. Okay, and this is what they look like on the tray. And they are so moist, you have to wait until they cool down because they will break into pieces, because I like my cookies to be really, really moist and good. And they're going to harden as they get cold. So I'm going to pull the other tray up as well. Got this tray, and I'm going to pull these up. Put them on the tray. And I'm going to put this one right here and that one right there. And I'm going to move my tray. It's still kind of hot. Going to put that right there. Put this over on the island because I'm going to have to clean that up. And here are our peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. And they're still kind of warm, and because they're breaking apart because they're kind of warm, okay? So what I'm going to do, since this one decided it wanted to break, I'm going to open it up and let you see what that looked like. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. And I'm going to put that right back there. Slide that one here, and that one there. And this is what it looks like. Now, we're going to take a little piece. Okay, so here are the cookies, and I broke it in half of pieces so you can see it while it was warm, and this is it. And I'm going to taste it. Just the right amount of sweetness, not to make you sick. These are my, excuse my mouth, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Thank you so very much for watching me make my cookies and waiting for them to be baked. Make you some. It's easy. You saw what I did. It's really easy. Don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself, and always know that God is in large and in charge. This is Mabel's Table saying, adieu.